heard a girl say, stop creating and start documenting. And I think that's the gap that I've been trying to fill, because when I was a kid, I was documenting, which is, when it comes to making videos, which is like creating, but from a place of authenticity. Whereas when I put pressure on myself, and when I'm like, I have to make it, I have to talk about this thing, and to make it perfect, and to make it with all these points, and that I know that's where it's the worst. So that's when it's the worst. So, oh, wait a second. Okay, so cheers to documenting. Hello. Oh, my name is Tara. I'm gonna cut that out. Okay. See what I'm doing? I'm thinking of what am I gonna cut out? How am I gonna make it perfect? Which is okay. It's kind of uncomfortable because it's a learning process. The whole point of documenting is not sharing only the perfect, thing, the perfect result, but sharing along the way. And that's the beauty of it. So yeah, I have made so many videos in my life. It's actually crazy, kind of, but I just love it so much and I enjoy it so much. And yeah, I thought I might as well share, as I'm learning along the way, what I'm doing along the way, if someone wants to follow along. So I've talked a lot about doing things that we wanted to do for a while, and just taking action instead of productively procrastinating and over preparing, and just thinking and thinking and thinking, and then freezing, not doing anything. So I've talked about that, I think, a lot. I have a whole video about like doing the things instead of like over preparing, because that's, oh, I think the phone is crooked. I think it's kind of like not okay. Anyway, excuse my cozy little fit. I have my sweats on, my little home shirt. Just, it's okay. I think the lighting is not that bad. So as someone who's been told many times by a lot of people with good intentions, but still it's kind of like not nice to hear as a person who has a huge amount of interests, and just who wants to do just so many things. Like, one of those, as they say, one of those dreamers, one of those, and then I can't let myself just be like one of those dreamers. I have to actually like do the things, and I can't let my figs rot. I wanted to put that in the title of this video, basically, to call it like, don't let your figs rot. Because if you don't know, there's this fig tree analogy from the Belgiard Sylvia Plath book, which, don't mind me, I don't remember it that well. So, but it's basically like having all these lives that you want to live, and all these ideas, and then not doing anything. Just like freezing, not doing anything, letting the figs rot. Like, each fig, I guess, represents like a thing that you want to do, or like the life that you can live. So, excuse me. So, we can't let our figs rot anymore. It's about time. It's not that I have done that. It's not that I've been doing that my whole life, but here and there, when it comes to certain things and certain ideas, it's just like, I want to do this, and then you get stuck into preparing, you let it become a hiding place, and it's like, I have to first come up with the idea, and then, even though you have so many, like I used to neglect my ideas. Started doing this thing of posting 3 times a day on Instagram, for at least 28 days, which I'm still doing, but just for the pure reason of training myself to be productive with something, not to be productive with something, to be consistent with something imperfectly. So that was this little experiment. That's this little experiment that we're doing, and I feel like it's really good that I was doing that, because even though it's like experimentation, it's failing faster to succeed faster, essentially, because if you don't even try, it's it's a no anyway, as they say, you know, it's a no, or it's that little something in the back of your mind that's saying, like, what could have been if you did that? What could have been if you chose to take action? So we're experimenting with that, and I'm happy that I did it, but it's just that I've created a lot of videos on my Instagram and also on YouTube, but YouTube not that much. I've been reposting them, the Instagram reels on the shorts, but it's interesting because I don't think that on Instagram it's kind of been like finding its target audience, at least what I think. I don't know, I'm not sure really, because like, how do I know what's the target audience? Because people who are meant to see it will see it, but it felt so, as I said, I talked about this in the previous video, like just short form content is so intimidating to me for some reason. I like experimenting with a lot of stuff, and it's really interesting, and I love it, and I enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. If you're a creative, if you're one of the dreamers, as if someone's not, but like if you're one of the people who has multiple like passions and interests and wants to pursue and wants to act out on multiple things and has been stuck in this cycle of I have to do it perfectly and I can only do one thing, most of the time it's probably not true. So go out there and just do it. Don't let the distractions keep you stuck. Don't let your figs rot. Don't let the fear keep you stuck. So yeah, that's basically the whole point of this video. I've tried making it a few times right before this, and then I was in that mindset of I have to make this video perfect and I have to get through all these points and I have to say all these things, but then just nothing comes up and I want to make it like perfect. There's just this like wall between me and what I'm talking about. I have this little ring light. As I said, that I got it when I was 13 and I'm using it right now. So I'm not a hypocrite, but I have this ring light and it's kind of not nice to look at it. So yeah. Now again, getting in the mindset of like, I have to make this perfect, I have to make this perfect. So I might make a little video about making this, not about making this video, but I might make like a little, like a vlog, or it's not even a vlog, it's just like a documentation process. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna post it. I don't know if it's gonna be perfect, but we're sharing this, we're figuring it out. So it's really fun. It's really fun. I have so many ideas when it comes to these videos. I have so many different ideas of what I want to do with this. So if you want, follow along. And thank you so much for being here. If you watched this video, if someone ended up watching this video, thank you so much. I think I might not edit this one, because when I start editing, it's just me cutting everything out, cutting every single silence out, and it taking hours, and then just, I want to make it perfect, and I don't know what perfect means when it comes to those silences and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that anymore. If I am saying the same thing over and over again, I'm not sorry for that. I'm not sorry for doing this, I guess, authentically. But thank you so much if someone ended up watching this. I appreciate that very, very much. If you want to follow me on my other accounts, I will link them down below. Okay, I wanted to mention, I have thought about making like a whole different Instagram account because I'm scared of like this one being too unhinged, because it's not unhinged at all, but it's just like experimental. There's like so many types, like content styles and stuff like that, because I've just made so many videos so far. But I have stopped myself once again. We're not pulling back. I'm like scared of doing like kind of like a rebrand thing, but then every day is kind of like a rebrand. I can't think about making something perfect before I even take action on it, because we're gonna change. That's just the reality of it. Like, we're gonna change along the way. Not every day We don't have to do this like massive, crazy rebrand thing. It's just, we're going to change along the way, we're going to evolve. We don't have to erase what we've done so far, what we've been through so far, in order to become better in the future, or to improve in the future, or to choose to change in the future. It's just completely okay to just let it be and not turn back, not look at it if you've already reflected and you already have learned the lessons, even if the lessons come back, lessons are going to come back here and there. But it's just okay. It doesn't have to be this huge rebrand thing, you know, and this whole like, I'm doing this, and I'm never, those things are never going to come up again. I'm ashamed of what has happened in the past, but the shame is a whole other topic. I'm getting into too many topics right now. But if you don't follow me on my other accounts, I'll link them down below. And thank you very much for watching this, and I guess I'll see you. Goodbye.